It was our 6th wedding anniversary. I'd spent weeks planning it, booked the rooftop venue she'd once pointed out in a bridal magazine, hired a string quartet, pre-ordered her favorite dessert flown in from a patisserie across the state. I even made sure the candles on the table matched the shade of the roses from our wedding bouquet. I thought it would mean something. I thought it would remind her of us. Before the silence, before the stares that passed through me instead of at me, she arrived late. No smile, no warm hug. She barely glanced at the setup. I told myself she was overwhelmed, that maybe the gesture was too much. But when the waiter brought out the champagne, she looked past the flute and stared straight at me like I was an intruder at her table. Then she leaned in, and she said it with the calm of someone ordering coffee. The best gift you could give me is to leave my life. Just like that. No yelling, no tears, no regret. I don't remember what I said, maybe nothing. I think my mind went quiet, like someone had turned the volume down on the world. I remember blinking too many times. The waiter stood there awkwardly holding the bottle, waiting to pour, frozen in that weird social space where grief is too sharp to interrupt. She excused herself, said she had somewhere else to be, left me sitting there in a rooftop paradise built for two, alone. When I got home that night, the silence was louder. Her clothes were still in the closet. Her perfume still hung in the air. But emotionally, she was already gone and had been for a long time. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I acted. The next morning, I called a realtor. The house went on the market. It sold within days, below value, but I didn't care. Every room held a memory I didn't want. The kitchen where she used to laugh. The bedroom where she stopped touching me. The hallway where her voice used to echo like it belonged to someone else. Then came the bank accounts, joint ones. I froze everything. Legally. Cleanly. She'd never contributed much financially. Her inheritance kept her independent, or so she always said. But I had funded the life we lived. The house, the cars, the vacations, the dinners she never remembered, but I always did. I disappeared. No goodbye. No note. No dramatic message. I went dark. Blocked her on everything. Told no one where I went. 1 week later, the messages started pouring in. It was like someone had set off an alarm in her world. The first was a voicemail. She sounded shocked, indignant. Where are you? What is this? What did you do? Then came the emails, ranging from panic to furious. She accused me of overreacting, of being immature, of abandoning her. She said, "You didn't even let me explain." But what was there to explain? She told me to leave her life. So I did. Through mutual friends, I heard the full story. She hadn't expected me to actually go. She thought I'd beg her to stay, that I'd cry, argue, fight for her. She wanted drama, control, but instead I gave her silence. And it drove her mad. That's when the truth came out. There was someone else. Had been for almost a year. A friend from her yoga class. The one she said was just someone to talk to. He was younger, flashier. Didn't know her like I did, but made her feel new. It started with emotional cheating. Texts, secrets, private laughs. Then it turned physical. She hadn't told him she was married. Not at first. When she did, she spun a story, claimed I was cold, distant, emotionally abusive, that she was trapped, playing the victim while living in the home I built. The anniversary dinner was her planned exit. A dramatic line, a clean break. Maybe she expected to move in with him afterward. Maybe she thought I'd fall apart and chase her, just to feed her ego. But I wasn't a puppet. I was a man who had given everything, only to be discarded like a placeholder. She didn't just betray me with another man. She betrayed the life we swore we'd build. The years, the quiet Sundays, the small, shared dreams. She traded them for the thrill of being wanted by someone new. When she realized I'd actually really left, it didn't empower her. It exposed her. The guy she left me for, he vanished 2 days after she told him the truth. She called him her future. He called her crazy and blocked her. The friends who used to take her side fell silent, not because they agreed with me, but because they saw through her. They realized she wasn't a wounded wife, just a woman who thought the grass would be greener, without ever planting seeds where she stood. Weeks passed, then months. I built a new life, different city, new apartment. I started writing again, something she always said was a waste of time. I found peace in solitude, healing in places she never cared to explore. Therapy helped. So did distance. So did knowing that sometimes walking away isn't giving up. It's refusing to beg someone to love you properly. One day, I received a letter in the mail. No return address, but I knew the handwriting. In it, she wrote, "I made a mistake. I thought you'd never leave. I was wrong. Please talk to me." I didn't reply. Not because I hated her, but because I finally loved myself enough not to. She asked for a gift on our anniversary, for me to leave her life. So I gave her exactly what she wanted. And it turned out to be the one thing she couldn't live with.